know I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadow, blocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn to stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the
Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad. We have a great show planned for you today. To start it off, we have Layla live with ASB, Courtney live with cheer, and Annika live with football. Luke, what else do we have?
Yeah, we're going to have Kira on location and Cora on the magic window.
Sounds like it's going to be an amazing show, and for the last time, I'm Cole Wilmeyer.
And I'm Luke Schultz.
And CHSTV starts right now. Next up, we have a story on an aspiring golfer, Blake. Let's take a look.
My name's Blake Snow, and I golf.
Blake Snow, a SoCal golfer, has been golfing ever since he can remember.
I've been golfing all my life, basically. I started when I was probably 3 or 4, and then I just grinded every day, put my head down since then.
Blake has one very important long-term goal.
We just playing the Masters and just get hit up by the PGA guys.
There are thousands of different PGA players, and Blake looks up to one specific person.
I look up to John Daly because he's just a good put-together guy and, just grinds on the course.
Staying motivated is pretty hard, but Blake has seemed to master it.
I'm just hungry, and I just live for it. I just breathe golf. I sweat golf.
Blake has some advice for golfers who just want to be as good as him.
I would tell them that they just really have to lock in, and they have to really just think about what they're doing. They got to be loose and free, and just it's anyone can do it. You just have to be willing to put the time in.
Reporting for CHSTV with photojournalist Luke Schultz, I'm Cole Wilmeyer.
Wow, Luke, what an emotional story on a legend on the links. You're going to play a lot of golf in June, aren't you, Luke?
Yeah, Cole, excited to hit the links this summer. And Cole, you know what else is in June? Is Adopt a Cat Month. And now, speaking of Adopt a Cat Month, we have Layla live with ASB. Layla, take it away.
Good morning, Carlsbad. That's right. I'm Layla England live with ASB. Now, this time of year can definitely be stressful for students dealing with finals. Ivana, do you have any tips for studying?
Yes, Layla. Well, first, you can adopt a cat. This is Moonbeam. It's actually your cat. But animals actually do give some students very good ways of just having therapy and just relaxing through when it comes to studying for finals. But you also have to make sure you work hard, study for your tests, but also get good rest and a good meal in the morning.
Definitely. And Moonbeam, do you have anything to say on your personal experience with that? He's done. And on a more exciting note, I heard that we won Battle of the Fans. Ben, can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, it was awesome winning Battle of the Fans. There's a lot of work put into that by me, Alessia, Drew, Madeline, and pretty much the entire PR department. It started with doing a lot of the filming, a lot of the planning. It took a long time to do that. And then editing for maybe a little under 12 hours. There's a lot of work put into it, and seeing the win is great.
Thank you for that, and congrats. Now I'll send it back to Cole.
Seniors, pick up your grad banners after graduation in the stadium. Also, the senior trip will take place June 2nd. Meet at 7 a.m. in the parking lot. Then the next day, senior breakfast will be at Dave & Buster's from 8 to 11 a.m., where you also pick up your cap and gown. Graduation practice will be June 4th from 9 to 11. Then graduation is that same day at 4:15. All sophomores signed up for AP US History. Please stop by Miss Kennedy's classroom 8108 during lunch May 18th through June 1st to check in and pick up your copy of the summer assignment. In addition, APUSH students will need to check out a textbook from the library's textbook window on May 27th and May 28th at lunch.
Next up, we have Courtney live in the studio with cheer. Courtney, what's up?
Yeah, that's right, Luke. I'm live with our varsity cheerleading team. They do have a game to cheer at today, so when and where is that?
It's today here at 5.
And you guys haven't cheered in a while, so what are you looking forward to most?
We're looking forward to seeing the new football team and just getting back into season.
Sounds good. And Delaney, what can we find you guys doing at this game?
Yeah, so we'll be performing at halftime, stunting, and doing cheers, so make sure you show up.
All right, make sure to be there, Carlsbad. And for this upcoming season, what are you looking forward to most?
Yeah, it's our senior season, so just making the most of it.
Awesome. And lastly, any shout-outs?
Kaya. Delaney. Addie.
Layla.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming on, and good luck at the game tonight, and I'll send it back to Luke.
Thanks, Courtney. Carlsbad Education Foundation is offering a summer volunteer opportunity for rising 9th through 12th grade students. The ECF will be hosting our summer enrichment camps at Kelly Elementary from June 15th to August 14th, and they are offering weekly opportunities for high school students. Most camps are designed for students in kindergarten through 5th grade, with a few options open to middle school as well. Volunteering for one half-day, week-long camp earns 18 volunteer hours, making this a great opportunity for students to nearly fulfill their graduation community service requirement. Additional details can be found in your grade level Google Classroom under Community Service Opportunities or on the CEF website.
Now we have Annika live with football. Annika?
Thanks, Luke. And that's right, I am live here with football to talk more about this spring game. So we know it's at 5 tonight, but what is this game?
Yeah, so we're splitting up into two teams, purple and white, and we just get an opportunity to compete against each other.
That's awesome. And what's really the importance of it?
Yeah, so just a way for everyone to show off what they've been working on for the last couple of weeks and to have a good time.
All right, and what team are you on, and what's your biggest weapon? Why are you going to win?
I'm on the white team, and our biggest weapon is Antonio, the quarterback.
Okay, awesome. And then I know you're on the purple team, so who's your biggest weapon, and why are you going to win?
Our biggest weapon is D-Web, and yeah, we're just going to win.
Okay, personally, I'm rooting for the purple team because my dad's coaching that team, but let's get some score predictions for tonight.
I don't know, but purple's going to win.
14-7, white.
Okay.
28-zip, white.
I got 21-0 white.
All right, well, thank you guys, and I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Annika, and football. Congratulations to the following Lancer teacher staff for their years of dedication to CHS. Profe Keener, Mr. Isabel, Mr. Bloomquist, the GOAT, Mr. Ogden, Miss Alfonso, Miss King, and Miss Ferreira. We wish you all the best in your retirement.
Seniors, it's time for your elementary photos. On Wednesday, June 3rd, seniors can gather in front of your elementary campus at 1:45 and do a final walkthrough on the campus. In other news, Math Lab is open for all students in room 7107 and 7201. No registration is needed. Just drop by.
Now we'll send it over to Kira on location at the power plant for some recent news. What's up, Kira? On location, so now we have Cora on the magic window talking about some studying tips for finals week next week.
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm Cora Caldwell, and in 3 days, our finals begin. So I'm going to be giving you some study tips that you can use this weekend, our last weekend before summer. To get into it, let's review the schedule that we have for finals week. Tuesday is our first finals day. We have periods 1 and 3, then Wednesday 2 and 4, and Thursday 5 and 6. These are the exam times for exams 1 and 2, so make sure you know when your finals are so you can maximize your studying. So what do you want to study? Well, you can use the traffic light method to figure it out. You want to review everything you need to know for your tests and choose between what you know which is green, what you kind of know which is yellow, and what you don't know which is red. You spend time focusing on yellow and red, reviewing them and testing yourself on them until everything is green. Next, when to study. Well, here are some timing tips. You don't want to study super late between 12 a.m. and 7 a.m., and you want to be able to study after 6 to 8 hours of sleep so your mind is fully rested. You want to study in multiple sessions throughout the day, so that way your brain can have a break in between those sessions and have longer memory recall. You want to study at least 3 days before the test, so for your first and third period tests, you want to start now. Then, how should you study? Well, here are 3 different tips. We have the Pomodoro timer, which you can go onto YouTube and study in 30-minute sessions and have 5-minute breaks so your brain can use itself to its maximum potential. Then active recall. Instead of reading over and over, you want to be able to fill in the blanks of information in your mind using Gizmo, Quizlet, or flashcards that you write yourself. Lastly, you want to prefer tests over videos. Videos are great for initial learning, but in order to remember the information in which you'll be tested on it, you want to use multiple choice questions. Finally, what to listen to. Don't use lyrics or lo-fi music. Instead, use classical music to focus. And it's also important to spend some time at home with your pets to de-stress for this week. With all that, I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Cora, for all that valuable information. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but now we'll send it over to Kira on location at the power plant for some recent news. What's up, Kira?
Thank you and good morning. I'm Kira Kodal at Carlsbad's old power plant, as there has been a recent chemical incident in Orange County, Garden Grove specifically, that you may have heard of. Now, don't worry, the issue is now contained, but at around 3:22 p.m. on Thursday, May 21st, the cooling mechanism for a 34,000-gallon storage tank filled with methyl methacrylate, a highly flammable and unstable chemical, failed. Now, to keep this liquid stable, the tank needed to be at around 50 degrees, but with the malfunction, the tank reached up to at least 100 degrees by Sunday, May 24th, going up around a degree every single hour. This has caused over 40,000 residents to evacuate, with many going to the San Diego area. The cause of the malfunction is still unknown at this time, and not only has an investigation been launched, but thankfully the temperature of the tank has started decreasing since Monday and is around 92 degrees. Make sure to stay safe, Carlsbad, especially the seniors planning on going to Disneyland, and now I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Kira. Softball travels to USD today to take on Scripps Ranch for the CIF championship.
Yeah, and CHS Battle of the Fans has won for the 4th consecutive year in a row. Every year, our ASB class works hard to submit an innovative video that highlights the true culture we have here at Carlsbad to compete against schools all over San Diego. And with that being said, let's take a look at this year's winning entry.
Wow, that looks amazing. And Luke, it's our last time anchoring. 4 years has gone by pretty quick. Talk to us and tell us how emotional it is.
Yeah, you know, it did go by pretty quickly. I just like to give a quick thanks to Mr. Green. He was there for me in middle school. A lot of calls went into broadcasting. Thank you to Mr. K, Miss Benson, and Miss Cohn for all their help throughout my time in VMS TV and CHSTV. Cole, what else you got?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. K. Thank you, Mr. Green. Thanks, Miss Benson. Thanks, Miss Cohn. You guys made this all possible. And Luke, I never thought we'd be here closing it off. So for the last time, bye.
My favorite part? I think it would definitely be, it's hard. The loud crowd, playing in the loud crowd. We bring, you know, a different type of energy, and it's always fun to watch the football game as well.
Carlsbad's loud crowd is truly one of a kind, the best in the nation. And as a proud parent, I'm so happy to be a part of a community that shows up loud, proud, and so full of heart for every single Friday Night Lights, every single game, every event, and every moment.
Yeah, for me it's definitely interacting with the students. From my first day when they had the step and repeat and everyone's pumping up the students as they walk onto campus, you can tell that it's a welcoming environment for everyone, especially me being my first year here. I feel like I actually belong, and I think that's how a lot of students feel.
And they celebrate every student, and that is something very special, and I'm honored to be a part of our Carlsbad family.
Yeah, having everyone come out to support at the basketball games really ups the energy. It's a great environment, and everybody else plays better.
And unified basketball has grown so much these past few years. It's really inspiring to see the general education students, special education students, and even staff members just all coming together to make sure everyone has the opportunity to play a sport on campus.
Being involved in so many school activities helps you be a part of the whole community. That's why I love being a cheerleader. I love cheering all of the teams on, and it allows me to be a part of something bigger than myself.
Something I thought was super unique about Carlsbad is the Lancer Day Parade, where the whole community, all the elementary schools, middle schools, come out and celebrate. You really can see the history and the tradition through this one event. It's a full day of purple, which is my favorite color also.
Hey Lance, what do you think about Carlsbad?